All right, it might have asked y'all to include your party audio. If it does,
Does
Chevy should be
Chevy
the
should
only
be the only
person to
person to
include it for
include it
now.
now.
Yep, I'm in it.
All right, you're in.
Yep.
All right, so
So
walk me
walk me
through some
through
of these
some of these
places that
places
you've
that
got
you've got
modded in.
modded in.
Some of them basically start at Northwest Airfield. Um, Rebuilt it, basically revamped it so it looks like more of a overgrown state, after an apocalypse. I redone Altar, which is Trader at Radio's in it. Um, Basically, kind of overgrown it so it looks more natural in its environment. There's a Philly checkpoint by Severograd. Uh, Basically turned that into a mini military base. Overgrown it, with the grass and the trees and stuff like that to make it look more um, kind of abandoned, really. Added a couple more tents and stuff. There is some coastal uh, spots around the map. I think there's a gas station still that's kind of like a little hobo camp. Um, it's got you can get on top of the gas station canopy. There's little shacks and stuff on top of it.
And that's the
Along,
gas station right past Salinchny, right?
yeah, yeah, that's it.
Awesome, awesome.
Um, there is also some other spots kind of further down the coastline that's kind of been redone. I don't remember exactly every location. I know if I remember correctly, there's a town that I've modded in, built a kind of abandoned town to kind of fill in the long void in between some of the towns. Um, Kras-
So
Krasno
that would
is
be
also
Kami Shova, right?
correct. Yes, one of them was Kami. Um, Another one, I don't know if I mentioned it yet, Krasno Airfield. It's been revamped, added in more buildings so it wasn't so bare. I'm still working on it currently to bring in more trees and grass and stuff so it kind of really looks ran down. Um, I basically want to create something that is different. It's not the same Ocean Ars map that everybody remembers. Um,
Gonna pull over here for a second, and I'm gonna.
Hopefully, with rebuilding all the map and new location, we'll get a community of active players on the map that's basically want to explore it and they don't want to be the same map that most people has. I want to try to bring in something a little bit
Sorry.
different.
All right. I'm gonna copy this link, and I'm gonna go ahead and start throwing this in places, so that way we can get the stream out there a little bit better. Forgot to do that at the beginning.
My main goal is basically get it so not a lot of stuff looks the same, as before. I think that's going to be a really big key factor in getting players interested back into it and exploring the maps.
Right. So I think one of the first modded locations we're actually gonna come across right now is Belota Airfield.
And if you don't mind, Toes, when you're driving, try not to go too far ahead of me.
We'll swing through Belota and then get a good look at it real quick. As soon as I am done with this.
I think Belota was actually one of my very first ones I started at, and then just kind of worked up from there, really.
Right. Right. Let me do this real quick.
The trees and everything basically they bring a whole new life to the game. Really.
I mean, honestly, the overgrown mod looks so good in places like Northwest Airfield that I almost wish I would have started there to show everybody what it looks like. I mean, I think once people start seeing it, they're gonna love it.
It turned out to be a good one over there. I try to keep in mind too about the old people on old gen. You know, I don't know how it's going to affect them. I hope it's not too bad. Surely by now a lot of people has updated to the new gen systems, but I still got to keep in mind about them old players too.
Yeah, old gen gets a lot of lag when it comes to stuff like this.
Oh yeah, massive frame drops.
I mean, there is stuff you can do to like prevent that. You know, like files not being too big or.
Correct. Yeah, keeping all the files small is a key. If they get too big, it affects a lot of the servers running and lag. It's one thing I've learned. If it's big, it's going to cause a lot of lag. If you keep them small, and even though they're spread out, it won't cause as much.
Alright, so the first point of interest we're going to go through here is Balota Airfield. It's on the coast. And we're just going to cruise through here in the vehicle, because that's a rough neighborhood out here, guys. These zombies will jump you and beat you to smithereens.
Beach and rob you of all your shit.
So for the people who don't know, Dayz is a zombie survival game, and if you die and you don't get back to your body quick enough, you lose all your shit. That's what makes it fun, losing your stuff. I think you probably got a... Hold on. Grizz, did you include your audio? Because that was a good freaking question. I'm gonna re-ask this so people can hear it. Alright, well, include your audio real quick so they can hear you.
Check 1 2.
When you ask questions. Should be good. Should be good to go.
I think he asked how long you got until you get back to your body if you die.
Yeah. So like once you die, like how long do you actually genuinely have before your stuff despawns?
If there's a player in the vicinity,
go ahead and get
I
out here.
think if I remember correctly, you got like 20 to 30 minutes as long as they stay in the vicinity around your body. But once they leave the vicinity, your body actually despawns pretty quick. So that way it's not just laying there causing more lag. So if you do get killed, obviously you want to try to get back as quick as you can. I know sometimes that's not always the case. And we can't rush back to things. So if you can't get back, the good thing is the loot is boosted, so you're not gonna spend 8 hours trying to get back all your gear. You can actually reloot up pretty quick.
Behind you, Toast, behind you.
We're good to go, bro. Don't worry about it. I'll shoot these zombies, get back in the car.
I am in the car.
So I will get back in my car.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't hear you say that. My fault.
Encounter
I just didn't know if you noticed that one behind you or not.
I did not notice the one behind me because my my volume is lowered, so people in the stream will hear us talking instead of like the car going. Alright, so that's a little bit about Balota. Looks pretty nice. Doesn't look like this on official though. Kind of looks jank on official.
On official, it's basic. I'm not gonna lie, it's bare. There's not
It's
a
very
lot
barren, no
to the
loot, right?
map.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say they don't have these
Yeah.
they don't have the long barrack buildings over here on the official, do they?
No,
No,
no.
they don't. They don't even have a
Yeah.
lot of the stuff that's, it's like the tent, the
I
brick
was gonna say I
building,
like the
and
tents.
that's it. Alright, so we're gonna cruise on through the city, go find
Yeah,
somewhere else to
just
post up and check out some more shit.
yeah,
I'm
just
cursing
trying.
in my own stream, that's horrible.
I was gonna say just try and make sure you go not like fast enough so I can still be able to keep up.
How about you stay like a few car lengths behind me?
Yeah, I'm going to. I was just saying like don't go too fast so I don't know
FYI,
where
for
you're
anybody that watches this, Grizzle Graves driving on controller is just horrible. It's horrible.
Okay, motherfucker, I understand. I don't play on goddamn roller, okay? I mainly play on the keyboard. I understand. I'm ass at this game, okay? I get it. I would let you pop me in the mouth right now if you wanted to. But you're
Gotta
driving.
have some We gotta have some drama in here. Grizz is what we call the drama.
That's fucked. That is
He's our
foul.
comedic relief sometimes, and he doesn't know it, but it's alright.
Nah, I'm just a fucking idiot when it comes to this goddamn game. And for everybody that's watching, just remember, don't get into a lobby with me. If you say you're about to shoot something, I will take that shit from you instantly. I will shoot.
Oh.
Yep, I just watched that happen.
There it is. Anybody watching that, that's what we call PTSD events in Dayz, when you get like the slightest bit of lag and your car just sucks you off to the left.
The PTSL, the post-traumatic lagging. PTSLD, post-traumatic lagging while driving.
Unfortunately, a lot of Nitrado servers are run in different countries or just on different computers around the world like that. And if they upgraded the way they do their servers, we probably wouldn't have as much lag.
Yeah.
It's just something you can't help. But
I also
luckily,
feel like it's the kind of like the
Grizz,
hold on.
just a second. Luckily, there's other vehicles around the map, and you can grab things like radiators, gas cans, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, all the cars have been boosted too. So if you join in, don't give up. You'll eventually find a car. There's plenty of them out there.
Yeah, there's tons of vehicles.
I will tell you, don't rely just on a car though to store your loot, because sometimes stuff happens and next thing you know, you're gonna lose everything if you just rely on the car for loot.
To explain what I'm doing real quick, I jacked that radiator out that other car, and I had to fill it with water, so it doesn't burn out. Anybody was wondering. We're gonna do a common courtesy thing here and just shoot out this other car, so that way it can spawn somewhere else.
Trucks, they come fully built with stuff in them. So like, there's trucks that don't have a lot of loot in the back of them, but some have, a little bit. And then there's trucks that are completely stacked with everything to build a base. So you could get lucky and find one of those trucks and don't have to put a lot of effort into, looting through towns and stuff. It could be completely stocked. We also do have a Discord trader too. That if you don't want to go out and put a lot of time into it, you got to link your account in the Discord, and you can basically buy everything and spawn it right there at your feet after a reset happens.
Or you can go to Altor, which is a custom in-game trader that Chevy built, which is a really good safe zone for if you want to get any of your stuff there too.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
safe zone.
free open trader that is safe zone, right?
Yep,
Mhm.
safe zone. It's also a no kill zone, no build zone.
You're still able to use your weapons and shit in there, obviously, because it's not like Rust where you have a legitimate safe zone where you walk into and you can't get hurt. But if any of you guys do hop on the server, which I hope anyone that's watching and whoever's watching definitely does, it's a real good server. I definitely love it. But if you do get killed, or if you do get shot at and injured, don't shoot back, because it'll also result in you possibly getting banned. Just put in a
Yeah.
ticket or just message Chevy on Discord, and he'll find out who killed you and what happened.
Yeah, the bot.
That's the
it does.
auto ban bot, right?
Yeah, yep. Auto ban bot. So if you get in a fight, I know it stinks, but you might as well just stand there and take it and let them kill you, because the bot's going to recognize it and then automatically get banned. If you fight back, it's going to basically kick both of you out.
Ban both of you.
Correct.
That'll be also one of the locations that I venture off to go check out here later on in the stream. So in the server you have it where you have free treehouse bases, right?
Yeah, there's free
Oh yeah,
treehouse. There's 26 of them
take
altogether.
a left up here. Take a left up here. Toast.
Hold
Show
on,
up.
Grizz. Calm down. Calm down.
There's 20.
That's why I brought it up.
There's 26 bases across the map. They are stocked with loot, so if you do find one of them, you have to build your way up into it with watchtowers or, something like that. Watchtowers is the best, because that's the only way you can get up in them, because they're stocked full of loot. I don't want players just basically going by and farming them. If you find one, you spend the time to actually build into it and, make it a home. You can have all the loot in it.
So what I've actually done is I've kind of given away the location of one of them near the coast right now via stream.
That's
God
okay.
damn it.
That's just because I wanted to show it off.
Right.
Show off one of the mods that we have in here. And this right here is the treehouse. If anybody's, watching and wants to know, this is what they look like. And I mean, it's pretty cool. There's stuff in there that doesn't normally spawn in there. And I guess it like comes back every reset?
Yep, every reset, it restock. There's guns in them. There's some med supplies in them. Some of them has like a pox grenade or something like that in it. Make it worth it. Some of them's got meds in them that spawn up in there. I think every tree house, if I remember correctly, actually has different guns too, so they're not all the same.
Did I go to the wrong way, Toast?
Unfortunately, I can't climb up in there to show you guys, but you can see right there if I zoom in, there's a gun just sitting in the gun rack right there. This is what they look like if you come across them. Pretty cool little mob.
I was gonna say I could try and park the Humvee up on the platform and see if you can stand on it and get a good view up in there.
I don't want to spend too much time in one place.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get stream sniped because I'm not famous or anything like that, but, that type of stuff.
And it's just us three, by the way. War Machine's been on for a good hot minute, too.
Yeah, me and
That's
Toast
not
played
bad.
last night. He was on for ever. I think when we met up with him, it was like 8 something our time, and we're Central. And what did he tell us, Toast? It was like 1:30 in the morning where he's at. He's
Yeah.
what was it, British?
It was 1:30 for him, and I think he was British, so...
Yeah, 1:30 in the morning. That's pretty late for them.
I kind of wish I could have got him in here and got his audio because, I mean, he was loving it.
Oh yeah, he got off of the game and he brought in, I think there was 8 people that joined last night to play just from him.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
right here
word of mouth
is
goes a
another
long ways.
example of finding a car really quickly. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, he brought in a bunch of people, so word of mouth is always good. We got a Sarka on the coast that's like lacking radiator, all that crap. Grizz, you wanna red dot that for me? So, if anybody's wondering what red dot means, you see these little dots like next to the fender. If it's red, then that means it's ruined. So we shoot out the engines to ruin it, so they respawn.
I got it. I just had to swap my head.
Put the old deagly weegly to use.
Oh wait, diggly wiggly?
Deagly weegly.
Diggly wiggly. Hold on, let me get in good old Humvee. Where are you, Chevy? We still gotta come get you.
I'm at an Altar. Radio's in it.
Okay.
We will definitely make our way up to radios in it here after we get closer to Krasno. It's gonna be a minute. I'm just like stopping short and checking out some of the different things and
Oh, I can't wait
passing
till
through
they
'em.
see on how brutal and good he made this official like modded train crash up here.
So you got a train crash right out of Cherno, in
Correct.
between Cherno and Electro, and
Yep.
Dude,
I
it
say,
looks
man, that
it
looks
looks awesome, bro. It legitimately looks like it straight up just happened. It looks like it's meant to be in the game, like from the official game. Like,
you might want to tell Bohemia to take a look at this because you know, they could take some pointers from this.
There's
this is
if
awesome,
I
bro.
remember correctly, there's a few of them around the map too. I wish I would have noted everywhere that I like built stuff at. It was just kind of one of those deals. Is I kind of
Go
remembered
ahead
a
and
lot
stop
of
right
the
here, Grizz.
bare spots in the map, so I was like, let's do something here.
Can you imagine just like coming here to loot for stuff and like having like the biggest gunfight ever?
For real.
That'd be awesome.
I don't think this really spawns anything here, does it?
The
Oh, it
trains,
does.
yeah. Every
The
mod that I've
modded.
put, yeah, every mod that I have put in, whether it be trains, buildings, anything like that, they all spawn loot. Everything has loot in it.
Oh, that is awesome, bro. Um, I'll tell you later. Come on.
If you've got something, just ask it now if it's appropriate.
It was about the server. Something that I think would be a real good addition as well.
All right, remember, submit all ideas in writing.
Yeah, I know, that's why I was saying never mind.
This goes for everybody. If you're in the server, submit all ideas in writing.
Yeah, there's a spot in Discord. It's called Server Suggestions. Put it in there. I check it multiple times throughout the day. The only time I don't check it is if I'm busy at work. Wintertime, I got a little bit more free time on my hands, so I check it more often. Summertime, I'm really busy, so I don't get to check it as often, but I will basically reply to it as soon as I can.
So, what prompted you to become a server owner in the beginning?
Well, we all used to play on a server together, me and a bunch of guys. I met them, and we had a lot of fun. The server that we played on for a while, the owner of
Hey,
it,
can
he
we
got to
stop here
be
at the
kind
gas
of
station real
a
fast? I
real
gotta fill this up.
douchebag, to be honest. And we paid for stuff in the server, never got it, stuff like that. So the group that I was running with, they ended up leaving the server. They took a little break and ended up creating their own server. So I played on it for a while with them, and I think we had it up for a year, maybe 2 years. Um, and I helped them kind of do stuff on it, and then they kind of wanted to step away from it. So I decided to open my own and kind of went from there. I had a server at that time that done really well. It had a lot of people in it, and then we had a lot of toxic people that joined, and basically it takes one bad apple to ruin it for everybody, honestly. Um, those toxic people started griefing everybody, and basically just ran it in the ground and griefed everybody until they left the server, honestly. Um, so I've kind of done little stuff here and there, and
It's so
just
disappointing, bro.
basically wanted to build a server that stood out a little bit different than everybody else's and try to rebuild a community to play on, honestly. And that's where we're at now.
So, why don't you give us some of your rules that you have for
I was gonna say I
just
got
basically the server in general?
Basically be respectful to people. I don't like, griefing, stuff like that. It's not tolerated.
Don't be toxic as hell for no
Yeah,
reason
yeah,
to.
don't be toxic. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, if you got beef with somebody, fine, you got beef with them. There is a shit talk channel in Discord. Um, y'all can run your mouth in there, but it stays in that channel. I don't want it anywhere else on Discord. Um,
Right, right, right.
And
we
don't
don't
bring it to
bring
the
up.
server unless you actually find the people that you have beef with. Once you have beef with that person and whoever gets taken out, leave it there. Let it be. Try and
Right.
start from scratch again.
Right.
Um,
So,
I don't like anyone sharing any personal information on Discord because honestly, the one bad person will grab whatever information they can and basically humiliate people as bad as they can. I just don't like that. Um,
and
really, no
that
hate
goes from like
speech.
let me interject real quick.
Yeah,
And that goes, personal information like pictures,
correct.
people's family members, Facebooks, stuff like that.
Correct. Yep. Yep. The
Yep.
the world is to now is pretty cruel. So if someone to pick anything they can, and make fun of
Did you
somebody.
check my
So
Humvee?
I just prefer not to share any of that stuff on Discord.
Right.
Um, no politician stuff or religious
No
topics.
politicking.
Yeah, it's fun. I'll be honest, it's fun sometimes, but there's a lot of people that take it too far, and there's people that don't believe in stuff and have different views on it. So it's best just not even bring it up.
Right. I
Damn,
mean, you
I
don't
hate
know
how
what the
much
other
fuel
person's
this son
dealing
of a
with day
bitch
to day.
takes.
No. No sexual content, obviously, in Discord at all. I'm not going to put up with that.
Right.
Rules are
I gotta
basically
really.
subjected to common sense, really. So you need to ask yourself, is it worth, posting? Would you do it? Stuff like that. The shit talk channel is a large unregulated chat. So basically, if you can't handle what is said in there, don't go in there. If someone goes in there and someone says some stuff to them, they get butt hurt and come to whining to me. I'm gonna say, well, why did you even go in there in the first place? Like, if you can't
Right.
handle it, don't go into it.
Common sense.
For the
Yeah.
most part, toxicity isn't going to run wildly unchecked, right?
Right. Right.
Right.
Um. Other than that, some of the key server rules. I don't like people taking flags down from other people's bases. So if you raid somebody, um, raid them. I don't care. Don't take their flags down because their flag is their base. No placing items next to someone's base to build into it to raid them, anything like that. Um,
Glitching's definitely not allowed neither.
correct. Glitching, there is a bot that detects it. If you try to swim into someone's base, stuff like that. Um, basically, if you build a base, make sure it's raidable. Nobody likes to come up to a base and basically it's unraidable. You got these toxic people that block their doorways with tents, stuff like that. If someone found that, they're gonna turn it into me. Honestly, I'm gonna wait until after raid weekend. I'm gonna turn raiding on, and I'm gonna come and just remove your base. Um,
I got a really massive question for you, Chevy.
uh-huh.
What inspired you to officially play Daisy? Like, what got you into it?
So, all right.
Who
So,
got you into it, actually?
well, a couple of my
Oh
buddies,
shit.
and one of them in particular, his gamer tag is BattleBud420. So we used to be really big into Rust, and we played Rust religiously every day for hours at a time. He kind of got burnt out on it. He stepped away from Rust. I ended up meeting up with a Zerg, and we ran 32 members deep in a Zerg, and we ran that server for like 8 months. Got tired of it. He actually told me he found this game that I would probably be interested in. And at that point, I was like, no, I'm stuck on Rust. This is my game, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up downloading this game, gave it a shot, and kind of honestly fell in love with it. I still play Rust every once in a while, but nothing will compare to Dayz. Every day in Dayz is a totally different day. You don't know what you're going to find, who you're going to run in with, stuff like that.
It's always a new adventure every day. Every
It
time you
is.
respawn, it's a new adventure.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I first started playing Daisy right around when COVID hit. I bought a PC, and I was complete trash at it, to be honest.
Oh my
Couldn't
god.
hit the broadside of a barn. Yeah, that zombie flew.
Dude, that motherfucker threw 30 fleet, bro.
But so I started playing on PC, and yeah, PC is the place where all the crazy mods are at, which hopefully we'll eventually get those sometime soon. And I started playing with a guy who I grew up with. I won't say his government on here, but his name in DayZ was Slapnuts. Oh, that's pretty funny. But anyways,
What the
started playing on there, and then eventually I sold my PC to pay for my my foot fetish on OnlyFans. And, just
Man
kidding
just
about that.
exposed himself.
But so I sold my PC to pay for some things, and I started playing on console because I just couldn't get rid of the itch to play DayZ. And here I am, like 5 years later, still playing console.
I feel like if you definitely play Rust, and I feel like if you definitely want a game or play a game that's a little less cartoony, DayZ is quite literally the game for you. In my opinion, this game's more of a man game because of the fact how realistic it is, how you gotta do very, very certain stuff in order for you to get what you need to get and get what you need to survive,
Oh, yeah,
Right,
absolutely.
right, right. So right now we're coming across the end of Electro, heading towards Kamishovo, and it looks like you've added some trees here and a whole new military checkpoint right outside of Electro.
For everyone
Um,
that's wondering,
no new trees, just some military stuff.
I mean, this looks like it's supposed to be here. And I mean, this is so cool because like I haven't seen this on any other servers. Period. And that lets you know that pretty much builds his own mods, right?
Correct?
I'm gonna stop
Absolutely.
here and I'm gonna check out this building because I have never seen this building before. Also, quick tip for you non-pro players out there: if you leave your car in neutral, it stays running. Makes it easier to get back in and leave. All right. That's what this is. Can't even get in there. That's sad. But yeah, got my bodyguard Grizz over here in the Humvee.
And for anyone in the stream that's wondering how I got started, it's all because of Toast. Toast was a person that got me back into DayZ, that made me love DayZ again. Because when I first started playing, I got treated like shit, man. Not knowing what to do, everyone just, you know, being assholes to me, not helping me figure out on what to do, how to do it in order to stay alive and survive, you know? And that made me stop playing. I think it was 2019 or early 2020.
I lured Grizz into the van with a bag of candy. He's still in the van.
My very first time ever on it. Honestly,
That's fucking wild.
I didn't even know Shinars was a thing. To be honest, when my buddy introduced me to it, we went straight into Livonia. I started at a castle in Livonia. To be honest, that was a wild ride.
That's wild, because I started off on Chernarus. And to be honest, I didn't even know there was another map. I thought it was just one single map. I thought it was literally just only this one.
Bro, my first 2 hours on DayZ on PC, right? Were on the coast of Berezino. My boy got me fully kitted up, right? You know, I got an M110, got a M240 saw, you know, the best armor in the game and stuff like that. And I'm chilling outside and I'm picking up worms to go fishing off the base because we're on the coast of Berezino. And it's
and everyone in the stream, this is also modded in too. This isn't how this is supposed to look either.
Yeah, this isn't normal. This is Kamishovo, and Kamishovo is
God.
heavily Grizz, you're gonna have to back out and go around.
I was about to say, my fat ass ain't fitting through that shit.
You in the little town?
Yeah, we're in the town. We just got past some of the like the bus and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this isn't normally like this. This is
Ooh,
I think
like
this
how
is your
you
custom
blocked off
overgrown.
the train track too, with two different
Correct.
trains. Ooh.
So yeah, like I was saying, you know, first 2 hours into the game, I was on, you know, Berezino picking up worms to go fishing, all the best gear, and you know it's no raid weekend, and it's no PvP unless it's in like melee zones. And this guy runs up, and he's got this little police taser in game, and he frickin' sticks me with it, right? I wake up in game, handcuffed, with nothing but my boots on. Dude ran up on me in game, tasered me, and robbed me. And that was my first intro to DayZ. Tasered and robbed. I'm just driving through it.
Okay. I don't know where
Third
you were.
person driving through. I'm going slow though.
You see, for me, my intro to DayZ, I feel like was even worse than that, to be honest. Like when I first started, like the first day and the first time I installed this back 2019, early 2020, I kept getting shot, and every time I kept getting shot, I would go straight uncon. And not only that, they literally kept me as a hostage. They would not let me go. Anything I tried doing, like I was handcuffed too. Anytime
They made him wear the dress.
No, anytime I tried to struggle and I didn't even know which I was doing, like they would legitimately straight punch me every single time, and I couldn't do nothing about it. Once they got tired of keeping me as a goddamn hostage. They shoot me in the face. I spawn in, try again, see what I can do. Basically, the same thing happened, but instead of being held hostage for at least an hour or two, they got handcuffed, and motherfuckers like, any final words before I could even say anything, shot in the face. So that was my intro to Dayz.
All right, so that was Kamishovo right there, modded in Kamishovo. We're gonna pick up some speed, come through here. Alright, it looks like you have a bridge to Skalitzy Island.
Yeah, there's nothing on the island right now. I did put a bridge in there, so later on I can finish, putting something there to make it worth going to the island for.
Right.
Still go across the bridge and show off the bridge, though.
Not gonna go over there right now if it doesn't have anything worth, like,
not like Prison Island. If the bridge was finished with Prison Island, I damn well know we would have gone over there.
Yeah, we would have started there if it was finished, but that does look really cool.
That's why I was saying just go across it, turn around, and come back across. That's why I was saying. Because I haven't even hit that yet.
Well, it doesn't look like I can drive there, so we'll come back to it on another day.
Oh yeah, you can't. Damn.
Alright, so I'm gonna pick up speed and just leave Grizz in the dust back here.
That's fucking wild. I don't know where I'm going on controller. I don't got map.
That's alright, bro. You don't turn off of this road.
Oh, and I will
one time when I told my friends I didn't know where I was going, you know what they told me?
Figure it out.
They said get better, scrub.
Get better, scrub.
I will say this to anyone that's watching.
Could always shoot him in the leg and leave him.
Right.
Especially if you're new to Dayz. If you find it very difficult to play Dayz on controller, that's because it actually is. Because Dayz, like what Toast told me last night,
Get better, scrub.
Dayz was specifically, basically meant for mouse and keyboard.
So Dayz started off as an Arma 3 mod, and Arma is PC game, so it started off as a mod for a PC game. So all of the controls are basically meant for PC. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't get being on controller, like we don't get to hold in the shift button. We don't get to hold in the shift button for the turbo to like move faster, and we don't get the built-in map, which is the M button, M key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't even get the in-game global chat log and stuff like that. A lot of stuff we're missing.
Oh,
PC,
shit.
you can actually on PC you can see your teammates too across the map. You can see their name glow. Xbox on the console you can't.
And the thing about PC as well.
See, you can see names on PlayStation 4 too, but you can't see them at a distance. This is also another little custom spot right here we're gonna check out.
Yeah, this is the hobo camp he was telling us.
This is the hobo gas station camp.
Another thing I will say.
This is where I met my ex-wife at.
That PC has that console doesn't is.
I heard that's where Grizz lives.
That's wild.
This is Grizz's house right here. Hey Grizz, I'm gonna grab me a soda out of your fridge, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Gotta poke fun at Grizz, because Grizz is Grizz.
And
if you're ever in the same server with Grizz, you need to ask him this one question right here. Are you a Grizzard, Harry?
That's fucking wild.
It's crazy. So, I mean, this is nice. You got a little porta potties right here and shit.
Bang. Brains blown out.
As you can tell, though, it does spawn in gear, right? So, workbench, and there's a welder's helmet. So normally it's just the gas station store, the gas station itself, this big giant propane tank, and this shed right here. Everything else was added in by Chevy Bud Monster. Alright, we're gonna kick this up a notch and get on out of here real quick.
Bro didn't even care about me in the middle of the round. That's wild. Hold on a second.
It's okay,
buddy.
bro. You'll catch up.
Let me log out real fast. Log back in. Everything's choppy for me.
Sometimes if I'm just chilling on the server, you might watch yourself because there's actually porta potties that look like real life porta potties that the door opens and closes. I like to chill in them.
I was gonna say, basically, if you see any porta potty, just open the door, make sure nobody's in that. Not only that, it does
He likes
spawn
to just chill in it.
some
do.
sort of good loot in there too.
I like to just chill in the porta potty and keep to myself, and then when I hear footsteps running, just open the door and shoot them.
I mean, that's how it's done, though, right?
Oh yeah. Don't mess with a man when he's on a shitter.
Exactly. Don't mess with the shitter when he's on the man. Alright. We're gonna keep going. Just keep looking at stuff and keep moving, right? I think in the very least, we can share the link to this, and people can come back and just watch it like that too, you know?
Absolutely. Especially if we can get it on YouTube too.
Make sure you save
I'm gonna have
the
to
video.
figure out how to get the video to YouTube.
Can you save it?
I'm streaming straight to Twitch, so I'm gonna have to look at it once I get off.
And my shit's bugged out. It won't let me open my door or hop out at all.
It's alright, bro. You don't need to hop out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to sooner or later to turn on my night visions.
Turn your headlights on.
So this
I don't know
right here,
what it is on.
it's normally just the Humvee past the bridge, and these tents are added in for sure. We'll get out and see what we can find in these tents just to show people. M4 mag. We got some boots. Or take the boots.
I hope I'm not glitched in the Humvee. I'm good.
Good KAA mag right there. Well, this particular tent has a friggin' taxi in it.
Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
A taxi
Yo.
spawned in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
a taxi is legitimately in the tent.
It's because it's a police event, I guarantee, and I guess I didn't realize where it spawned. Definitely have to
Alright.
fix that. Another nice thing about Trader is it's got all the food there. You get hungry, just you can make your way there. You can eat.
Trader has actually a lot of useful things. To,
Oh.
Yeah.
Can
I know one-
openers, you've got clothing, you've got build supplies, you've got for a short time there's like landmines and stuff there.
I know
There's-
one thing you do gotta add, Chevy.
There's no
Yeah.
there's no landmines or nothing here no more. I took those out because honestly, I get it having a free trader with the essential stuff, but the loot to blow into someone's base, I don't want to give that away for free. If you want to use it to blow in someone, you're gonna have to work. You're gonna have to get it, go loot it from, Northwest or Tizzy or somewhere like that. You're gonna put in some work.
Or possibly a bunker, right?
Yeah, there is gonna be a bunker. I'm not gonna give out any details on it yet. But there will be one once I get it in. I'm also thinking about a oil rig out on the water somewhere. Not sure where yet, but possibly looking into one of those too.
I've been hassling him about the oil rig on the water for like the longest time, so I'm
I'd
proud of that one.
say a good spot for the oil rig would be behind Prison Island. I feel like.
No. No.
Well, yeah, 'cause
No.
camp, yeah.
No. Just put it anywheres but there. Nobody will see it there.
No. Honestly,
Just off like an abandoned stretch of coast.
yeah, it'll be off the East Coast somewhere. Just I don't know where yet.
To let anybody know, we're passing on the East Coast right now, so it will be anywheres off to the right where I'm looking at on down. This is the East Coast.
Chevy, I know one thing you forgot to add to the Altor trader.
What?
All right, so let's hear it.
There's no 9x19 millimeter boxes of ammo in there at all. I was trying to find it yesterday.
I've
as Toast, because I was trying to get some boxes for my MP, and I saw none there.
Must
I've
have
already left
overlooked
that
it.
in a footnote for him.
Oh, okay.
Must have overlooked it. There's 5 boxes right there. We even got the little Santa bear in here holding the M-lock. So when you come through the door, you might be careful because he might shoot your ass in the butt.
So currently we're in Berenzino, and not seeing much in Berenzino.
No,
But Berenzino's already a big place.
Yeah, a lot of the big places are not touched because I didn't want to add to them and cause massive amounts of lag. Them big places are already lagging enough. They don't need any help.
So I think the next place I'm going to focus on is I'm going to drive through Krasno, and then I'm going to zip up to Trader, and then from Trader we'll go and show off Northwest, and then the Servograd checkpoint will be one of the ones we show off last.
When I'm done, Krasno will look different, obviously. There will be trees and stuff around it. Krasno town will also be different. Kind of get the two together there. Servergrad might be a little different, but it's not doing much. It's kind of a central spot in the map that is kind of laggy. Anyways, it's got a couple good lag points in it. So if I do anything there, it'd be very small. Another custom one that will be in is Zaprudno. If anyone's familiar with it, there's 3 barracks at Zaprudno. When I'm done, that will be a custom millie spot.
I think Zaprudno is what, before Servograd?
It's after it. Going to Novaya. Or Novo, something like that.
Oh shit.
Anyone watching too, the server actually has a TikTok account too. I know Toast has shared it a lot on his TikTok.
And I told Toast if he can get me or make a good video where it says the name of the server and has a bunch of videos of all the POIs that you edited and modded and some pictures. I even told him I'll post that on my TikTok too, and I I mean, the
I'll,
24,000 people I got on my TikTok don't watch none of my shit no more, but
Your
still.
best bet would be to look up the TikTok for the server. Most of the videos that I post on there are able to be saved, so you can just repost them or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and just for reference, anybody watching, this part of the where I'm driving through right now isn't part of the overhaul mod. The well, it's not the overgrown overhaul mod. This is just Daisy not rendering the road.
Oh, I was gonna say the road's here for me.
For me, it's just like forest ground.
Oh,
Going too fast.
I see what you
Yeah.
mean now. Just hit right here.
We just hit pavement right here.
Nope, for me now it's all grass. That's wild. That is fucking wild.
Yeah, Grizz, I'll send you the picture I have of server name and all the awesome stuff it offers at the moment.
Yeah. Wait up a little for me. I'm trying not to go too fast and
You're gonna
crash
need
and
to take
die.
an immediate right.
Yeah, I saw you take the right.
So we're coming up on Krasno Airfield right now. And let me
Upright.
tell you guys, Krasno Airfield is looking great. It is
Isn't
gonna
it
be one of those
usually
things.
just dull?
Normally Krasno Airfield only has like one building, some tents, some medical stuff. But this right here is a whole nother level.
So
than
otherwise,
Krasno
the
Airfield.
original,
Yeah.
the original Krasno is just dull and boring.
The original Krasno is just, it leaves a lot. It leaves just so much lacking. It's lacking in so much.
It needs to look like what this looks like.
It needs to definitely look like what this looks like, because if anybody's watching this, and you do watch this, this isn't normal Krasno Airfield. This is all modded in by Chevy Mud Monster on 10xAfterWorld
Just so you know,
on
Chevy,
Xbox.
there's a floating antenna tower that you're gonna have to fix too.
We do got a floating antenna, but that's where I hang my undies at.
Yo, wild, bro.
What? It's crazy. This guy here. Who is this guy? Hey, bro. Hey, get off of me!
Pit maneuver successful.
Hit maneuvers me in the middle of the airfield.
He's over here like, hey, back the fuck
I
off
hope you
me.
hit a tree.
I hope I die and crash into a tree too. Don't worry.
I hope you hit a tree, you rat bastard.
You can't. That was such a slow pit maneuver. It was-
Slowest pit maneuver ever, right?
Hey, I performed it correctly, didn't I?
AKA, he put out a little bit.
Just for you.
Oh, Lord. This guy's feeling himself now. Let's get out of here.
Yo, that's wild.
He's feeling himself. Let's get out of here before he starts feeling up other people. Horrible.
Hey, don't go too far. Remember, I won't know where to fucking go after.
That's the point, right? We gotta get away from you.
That's wild.
I just had to get speed to get up the hill.
Yeah, I'm going fucking 47. 37.
Doing like 60.
Once
Once you get up the hill, come straight and then take a right.
you're gonna have to slow down. I'm going up at 20.
You'll see me in a second. Just take a right. So we are on an adventure. Wapatino's where?
Follow the dirt road,
Lapatino
right?
is actually it's completely modded.
We're gonna have to swing back on Lapatino at some point.
I don't know where you went. I got to the top of the hill, found a dirt road.
I'm in the town. You'll find me.
Mm,
Look how far you came out.
making my way downtown, walking fast. Don't know where the fuck I'm going, and I'm homebound. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Son of a bitch.
All right, let's get going. We're gonna go show off Trader and then
Northwest.
Northwest. Maybe the little Vibor military, and then we'll make our way back to the Servolgrad checkpoint.
You son of a
Um,
bitch. I wanted to be the one that hit the old man.
we could definitely check out La Patino. La Patino's got a really cool mod up there. Definitely want to check that out.
And for everyone that's watching too, um, Toast, and our buddy, uh, Penguin were talking last night, and I was mentioning some ideas to him for when we get the server more populated. But once the server gets more populated and it gets to 32 of 32 and more people want to start playing on the server, I have a feeling at some point in time, Chevy will. Did you go down the hill?
Yeah, I went down. At
At
some
some point,
point, yeah, hold on, Grizz. I'll take over from here. At some point, once it does hit 32 out of 32, there may be room for expansion. And
Oh
as
yeah.
far as like slots go.
yeah, I was
Yeah,
trying to
once
say
we
after.
once we hit 30, a constant pop at 32 for a little bit. Um, definitely have room to expand to a 50. But I don't want to jump the gun and do it right away. It at least needs to, it needs to be a queue for a little bit. It makes it more intense, especially if people leaving and coming back if you got a queue.
I don't see you at all, Toast. So you know.
It's a straightaway, bud. You don't gotta worry. I'm gonna
Okay.
stop here in a second. Sorry, I'm trying to eat my lunch. Well, dinner.
No, you're good. I was just letting you know I couldn't see you at all.
I can see you, so don't come around that bend too fast.
Ow.
So I think what I will do is we'll hit the trader, show the trader off. Instead of going to Northwest, we'll go to La Patino and then swing back to BBMC and then Northwest. And then we can leave out the northern part of Northwest and then go towards Server. So do you have any plans for commence military?
I do. Once I get everything done, commence is actually on the list. Yeah, I had a little bit more too. It is kind of bare, but I'd like to, fill it in a little bit more.
And
make it worse kind of going to.
in terms of like loot, is it gonna be full 10x like the name brand, or is it gonna be slightly boosted?
What, in Commence?
Yeah.
Uh, Commence is kind of one of those deals that falls on the, you know, I think certain parts of it are tier 4, if I remember correctly. Um, so whatever I have that's boosted in tier 4 would have the chance of
God
spawning in
damn,
there.
Toast.
And then whatever added in tents and stuff like that I do will also be tier 4 tents, so definitely they would spawn. So it could spawn some really good stuff.
That sounds awesome. I'll make sure when I'm traveling Commence, I leave traps.
Bear
fucked.
traps.
Bear traps, tripwire, you know, the usual.
Do occasional claymore.
Occasional claymore or landmine with pox.
Ah, and mine. Rizzler or Disney doesn't get your leg every time.
I have a habit of running over my own landmines, so it might not be mine.
I also think a nice, good touch to make it, like, you know how you made a lot of the POIs, like, run down, being taken over by nature? I think not all of the roads, not 50%. I'm thinking like 25, maybe 30% of the roads I feel like should be covered in grass and got taken over by nature as well, you know, so it adds more of a aesthetic kind of vibe to everything else, you know.
Yeah,
See,
I
they
mean,
don't really. Oh, my bad.
roads are cool, but if you start doing like grass and stuff, you know, putting them in the roadways, it's gonna cause a little bit more lag for cars. You got to keep in mind that people do want to drive.
Yeah.
Sonaris is a big map. I don't feel like playing a running simulator for 4 hours.
I mean, running from bottom left corner or bottom right corner of the map and going diagonally from bottom right to top left, wouldn't it take almost about an hour and a
Two and
half,
a
2
half
hours?
hours.
Yeah. Hey, I know this
Two and a
guy.
half hours, and then you gotta. You really gotta think about it too, because you're taking 2.5 hours just to run in the straight line. But you're not just gonna run in the straight line. You're gonna loot. You're gonna eat. You're gonna stop for water. It's that 2.5 hours is gonna turn into like 3.5, 4.
Yeah. To go from bottom
Point A to
right
point B
to
like
top
that.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if it's a full pop server, you get smoked midway in between, and then that whole
Gotta
journey
restart
starts all over
that shit
again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I love Dayz more than Rust now, is because, like, I've even converted 20, maybe 25 different people just go from playing Rust to constantly playing Dayz now. Like, they're like after they played it without playing it with me on the certain servers, they usually text me and hit me up and be like, dude, I'm glad you showed me Dayz. I play this game so much more than Rust now. It's 10, 15 times more realistic than Rust, 100 times more realistic than Rust. It's, you know, it's one of those, like, this game is just everything. You could do so much more in this than you can in Rust. And you sent that motherfucker up about 25
Yeah,
feet
just
in the
sent
air.
the pig flying.
Yeah, 25 feet in the air. What the fuck?
This is Radio's in it, aka Altar, aka Free Trader,
What the
and that
fuck?
was the minuscule amount of lag you get coming up here.
So confused. What the fuck just happened, bro?
And that right there is the man himself.
Welcome.
Oh, you got rid of
Right.
the castle walls?
Oh yeah, no sense in them being here.
Dude, I was saying the castle walls made the trader look a hell of a lot better. Made it look like, like make in my opinion, it makes it look like an actual
We'll just
PC
get a slow
trader,
walk
you
of
know what
all
I mean?
this. This is the Free Trader up at Radio's in it. You have your
I'm gonna
leather
grab some
sewing
stuff too.
kits. You got your sewing kits, your electrical repair kits, your tire repair. You got your clothing, ghillie suits. You got your armbands. You got your hooskadoos and your hooskadon'ts.
Hey,
Yeah,
Chevy.
all that good stuff.
There it is. Hello.
Bandanas, backpacks. You got a little bit of food up here.
I apologize
Lock
for
mags.
the 2 times I've killed you. Where was that bear you were telling me
Bear
about?
traps.
God.
Multiple different guns, handguns.
Oh, and you cleaned it up more too. Ooh.
You got G Frizzle right here, the teddy bear with the M lock.
Oh, that's where it is. That is awesome.
You've got different types
I
of
do.
vests right here.
I do gotta grab some stuff though.
So we got Desert Eagles. We got every pistol right here almost. We got all the guns. This guy's come here to just completely jack everything he needs.
I wasn't
About
gonna pick up
everybody else.
nothing yet. My bad.
Just giving you a hard time. So this is your basic building supplies up here, right? You got your barbed wire, your nails, saws, tents, stuff on the wall. You know, you got your egg capsules. You call those Pokeballs.
Hey, I got one of them.
Out here, you got barrels, fire barrels, gas, water pump, plank spawn, log pile, sheet metal. Got some DMR with mags out here, scopes. You've got Sakal gear set, the snow gear set.
Also got the shed up.
We got the
Where's
Chevy
the-
Shack up here. This has more vests and bags. SG82 holsters, pouches. We'll follow Chevy up here.
Definitely make it a little different now. Don't look the same.
Oh yeah, it is.
Witch hoods.
We've got witch hoods. We've got bandanas. We've
Flags.
got flags.
Did you show them where the other plate carriers and shit were? The black and green.
Yeah, I showed that already.
Okay.
And we'll come down this way. There's there's the car shop down this way.
That
Hey,
General
Chevy.
Motors right there.
General Motors right here. This is where you get all your vehicular needs. Extra radiators, yada yada yada. Barrels,
Chevy.
tires,
Low torches.
blow torches in here. Let's see. You got a little bit of food in here. Don't eat the burritos. They give you the runs.
Bananas. That's where it's at though.
Oh,
Kiwi
yeah,
and the
bananas.
pumpkin.
What'd you think of my Pokeball egg? That has a bear in it.
So this particular garage right here has
Got a
Sarka
bear in it?
doors, Olga doors, Ada, Gunther.
I got bear in here.
things you might need.
Drop your Pokeball. Let me...
Please don't. I don't want to drop my Pokeball. I don't want to lose my bear.
I got a Pokeball. Come here.
This is my
I got a
special.
Pokeball.
This is my special Pokeball.
That's
Some mother.
Here,
some
here,
motherfucker-
here, here. That's
some
full
mother-
too. That's got one in it. And these are what that does.
I knew he was gonna do it too. Why do you think I didn't give you my damn Pokeball? I knew your ass was gonna do it too. That's why I said I don't want to give you my Pokeball.
Sometimes you gotta watch out for Yogi Bears because people will throw Yogi Bears at you.
I got a
You just gotta
Yogi
smoke
Bear.
them.
I got a Yogi Bear.
You just gotta smoke Yogi Bears every now and then.
Good to
So I
have 'em
noticed you
around.
had the regular witch hoods.
Yep.
But you didn't have the armored witch hoods.
Because they're in the loot pool.
Am I
I
laggy for
gotcha,
you guys
gotcha,
too?
gotcha,
If
gotcha.
you want one of those special ones, you're gonna have to go put in the work and find it.
Alright, that makes sense. Now,
Am
do
I
you know how
lagging?
much they could take? Like, how much does hoods can take? Like, how much damage?
All right, with you.
Just leave my car running. Alright, so, you know. This is pretty much it for Free Trader. It's good for the essentials, but for the big things that you're going to need, you're going to want to go out and you're going to want to loot for it like a normal human being.
Yeah.
You put the rangefinders in here finally. Let's go.
Alright, I'm going to take Chevy. And we're going to go
Hold on,
and
I'm
show off
I'm
stuff.
just gonna put this in the back of the Humvee real fast.
Skirt, skirt.
Right.
I was gonna say, Chevy, if you wanna drive the Humvee, you can, buddy.
Me and Humvees don't have
Good
a
for
good
him.
track record.
You and Humvees have a bad time.
Alright, so we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna fly around this way. There's the actual radios in it right there, not just the tower.
Hey Toast, did you tell Chevy about the time you tried driving me and you off a cliff and it didn't work out too well?
Man, we tried to go off a cliff one time in this other server, and I hit a small tree and killed us before we could get off the cliff.
We were literally like, I think we were like 5, maybe 10, 15 yards away from actually going off the cliff too. And then all of a sudden, tree. But like the tiniest tree in the game that you're actually able to hit, we hit. I'm like, bro.
Keeping up back there, Grizz?
I'm also trying to drive slow too because I'm chopping back and forth and I'm lagging.
Might have to up your internet speed there, McDonald's boy.
I'm running off the
Yeah.
hotspot on my phone because if I try playing Dayz on my actual internet, it won't let me load into any server. Well, it'll let me load into official servers, but it won't let me load into any community.
Oh yeah.
It'll just keep me frozen at the main menu.
Bro got that McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
I can't do nothing about it. Spectrum stopped a mile up my road and decided to finish Spectrum all the way
Spectrum
down my
sucks
road.
anyways.
So. Not where I am, not where I live.
I
My
live
boy
in
has.
town. I live in town, and it sucks. We got
My
fiber
boy.
optic here, and it's the best internet I've ever had in all my years. Oh, literally, I got a true 1 gig upload and 1 gig download.
Well, whenever
We are gonna avoid Northwest for the time being, and we're gonna go straight to
I,
Lapatino.
I say we save Northwest for last because of how like amazing it looks, dude.
I can't. Unfortunately, I can't save Northwest for last, because if we go to Servolgrad, then we have to backtrack all the way
Okay.
back up. And I'm trying to do this to where
Hey, I remember this church. Sorry, Chevy.
Chevy, you want me to stop so you can shoot him? Just stop and obliterate him.
Oh, that has
Nah.
too.
He'll hit a good lag spike here eventually.
Eventually, we had a lag spike.
Like I said before, Chevy, I was so confused at where you're shooting at me from, and then I noticed you wearing all the leather, like all the leather gear, this shit you spawning with, on top of the police station. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. I still can't believe that first shot hit the pole directly in front of you, too.
Bro, I did that the other day in a PvP server, hit the pole right in front of somebody.
In all reality, though, Chevy, you should have had me dead there, too.
I can't hear him. I can't hear you, Grizz. The car is too loud in my ear.
You're good.
You might have to, just keep going through Grishno.
Keep staying straight on the road.
Yeah, just stay straight until you get to the next town and then go right.
I was gonna say, when you get to a turn, stop at that turn so I know where to go. Well, that's good. Now, where would the
I got something
needle
for you.
point
When we
be,
get
or did you
when
take
we
it
get
out?
there at that stop where we gotta stop and wait on you, all you're gonna hear when you pull up is "Oh, you down."
I'd be fine with that. Just means I could hop off after. Did you take the needle point out?
No, we're nowhere near green.
Okay.
I gotta eat some water right now.
There's canteens in the back of the Humvee.
Pro tip, never drink out of canteens that have already been just chilling there.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna say
you
if you had any chlorine tablets. Take a right, you said?
Yeah, you'll see us right here. Get us some water real quick. We'll head to Lapatino, then we'll start backtracking from there. Hit VBMC real quick.
What'd you say, Chevy? Are you on mouse or are you on controller? Hello?
Alright, Chevy, when did you first know that you were him at sniping? Alright, I'm gonna jump back in the Whipola. See, we're running up on a hour and 25 minutes right now.
Don't tell Chevy what I still have.
What, the Tundra from the first time you logged in?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Appreciate it. Oh yeah, Chevy.
That just means he doesn't play enough.
I still got my Tundra too.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you restarted the a server and made everything like when you wiped everything, all the building stuff was still.
So just for a little sneak peek, if you look over to the right, you can see a little bit of stuff modded at Northwest Airfield. And that's just a little sneak peek for everybody. Y'all don't get to see that just yet. Y'all don't look.
See off to the left too is VMC.
Off to the left is modded VMC. We're just gonna look straight ahead. Nobody look left or right.
I'm looking left and right.
Well, they can't see from you guys' thing. Well, they can only see from mine. So.
Yeah, I know.
Hit the La Patino real quick. This guy behind me doesn't quit honking his horn.
Yeah. I was wondering when you were gonna say something.
It's just like people in Ohio, bro. Straight road rage.
Huh?
What?
Good.
Friggin' New Yorkers can't drive worth a shit.
Hey! That's fucked. I drive pretty fucking good. I'm a NASCAR driver. Fuck you. The last time I was a NASCAR
not from
driver,
what I've seen.
I went into a ditch. A 10-foot.
If anyone
ditch.
does join the server, there is a link down in the bottom left corner of the map, or on the map. It will pop up, and it has the Discord link in there that you can join. I know Toast was talking about posting a link there in the
Lovely. Hey, can you
video too, for y'all to check out.
I'm gonna have to figure it out. I might be able to like post a link to the server or something.
Yeah, maybe in the comments.
How did I even go
too.
through here? The fuck?
If I can get the video from Twitch to YouTube, then I can post the link in the YouTube channel.
Nice.
Oh my god, I'm just probably gonna have to fucking get off right here.
You'll be fine. I'll see you on the way back.
Now I'm lagging so badly, it's starting to piss me off. I just ruined my last tire. Like, I
Good thing
lagged
is
so
you're not too far from
badly.
Trader.
I lagged so badly, I went past the gas station. I heard the crash, and apparently I went through the gas station.
That's your internet doing that to you, buddy.
So
Give me my
this
hotspot.
is La Patino. This is the modded area at La Patino that we've been talking about. And this is what, something you found or something you created?
Part of this was found and then just added to it.
How far do I go down the road that we were just on?
Just look
Just
off
a
to your
town or
right hand
two.
side, and you'll see this big red barn.
Okay.
And so if you guys notice, he has a multitude of things in here. There are broken buildings, there are fires. You got this guy who's hanging right here.
Yeah, he was the pilot of the chopper. He was the only thing that survived, but
Chopper pilot didn't survive that.
yeah.
Just to show this off real quick, because I thought this was so cool. You can get the heat buff from the fires over here, but they don't kill you. You just stand in them.
I see a bunch of smoke to my right.
That's where we're at.
That's where we're at.
This was a
This
pretty
is
nice
just-
place before the apocalypse hit the nuke. It destroyed everything.
Why is there smoke? Oh, contaminated, right? Or gas?
No.
It
No,
looks
it's just-
contaminated, but it's not.
It's just,
Oh,
it's
is
just
it
smoke
fog?
from. It's just smoke from all the wreckage.
Just be wary of zombies because they like to touch you when you come here, and it just does not coincide with what I like to do. This is just a cool place to explore right here. Lapatino's got a cool thing here. You could even base up here, but like, if you haven't noticed, like the longer you stay in this little zone, the more heat buff you get. So you won't get cold chilling around here.
Yeah, there's everything. There's, you know, the old police station.
How cool would it be if we got like these little VW vans?
I'm next to the church, the old church.
I mean, you got a Hummer here. It's literally burning. All the vehicles and stuff spawn loot too, guys. Everything has loot at them. Here's a K-101 laying at this tank.
I found a DMR over here the other day. 40 millimeter, look at that. Got me a whole nother KM right here.
I don't know.
30 rounder. You gotta get out your car and look around, bud.
I'm trying to. I'm right next to the burnt down church right now.
Oh, there's everything here. I mean, you got taxi here that flipped over, burning down now.
And I mean, this is epic right here. We're gonna get a slight height advantage on the situation here. I thought we could climb up that, but we can't. This place is just, it's big, it's modded, it's creepy as shit. It's awesome.
It's fucking awesome.
It's not a gas zone, so if you come here and you're thinking it's a gas zone, it's not. Just tell everybody else that it is. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the Gunther now. Next stop is
I'm just gonna go back to
VBMC over there.
I'm gonna set my headset down. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Grizz, if you want to meet me by the big red barn.
I'll try and get to the big red barn again. I just gotta fucking make my way back. Hold on. I'm also on the phone with someone. My bad.
All right, mute your mic too if you're on the phone. Yeah. You feel better? Okay, go sit and watch TV. Alright, we're gonna head towards VBMC right now.
Alright. Hold on, Toast. I'm going to log off right here. Can you help me shoot these zombies real fast so I can hop out and open this container? I'm gonna log off real fast. I gotta go somewhere with my boy.
Alright, buddy. That should be good. You should be good to go.
Just give me 1 second, Kyle. I gotta...
So for the time being, while Chevy is MIA and Grizz is going to do strange things,
helping my boy finish Christmas shopping for his kids.
for sure, bro. We will head to VBMC to show off VBMC while everybody is making their way back.
No, you fucking hoe. Jesus Christ. Fuck space OFF.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Chris is gone now. We're gonna thank him later for his commentary, and we're gonna keep on pushing to VBMC. Hopefully, if anybody sees this and they like this and they want to watch, you know, they want to join the server, 10xAfterWorld on Xbox. It would greatly help us if people would join so we can build our population and have more people to play here. You know, all around helps us have a good time. Time for us to just cruise through a field. So to our right, we got a heli crash. We'll just go check that out real quick. A couple of Zeds. Take care of these guys real quick. There's usually like 3 or 4 of them here. See what we're spawning at these crashes. Not a lot of crazy gear, but you know, it's not bad gear either. Nice polymer mag for my KA. And we can head to VBMC right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, we were just checking out helicopter crashes. Grizz went to go help a friend finish Christmas shopping for his kid. AKA they're lovers. I didn't say that out loud, did I?
Nope. I just heard that they...
Alright, so up next on our little tally here is we have VBMC. Tell us about VBMC.
So if most people know about VMC, it was kind of lame before. You know, there were some barracks and stuff here, but there was really nothing to set it apart. You know, there's there's a couple of Livonia towers here. Some added in a couple of little things, not a lot. Just a little bit more to make it more of a an actual military base at one point. It will honestly probably be a place that will get modded with the overgrown grass, trees, stuff like that. So make it a little bit more of a realistic, base at one point.
So you have plans to make it look more,
Oh yeah, overgrown. I mean, obviously you can see on our left there is all the Hummers abandoned.
Yep, we'll swing back around in a second just to check those out again. I'm just trying to kill zombies with the car.
Oh, and there's a lot of them here.
Yeah, this place always has zombies. This stuff isn't usually here. I think the barracks is here, but the Half Moon and Humvees aren't usually here. Or the tent, the mesh camo, right?
Correct. Yeah, nothing like that's normally here. The barracks that's behind us is not here. The barrack to our left is, and the barrack to our right are, but everything else is not.
Right.
Once I'm done, I'm gonna add some more grass and stuff in here. So it'll definitely tell the difference, once it's completely done, finished. One of the cool things is like on those overhaul mods that I'm working on here. Once they're in and put in, it actually kind of helps be a little bit of a distraction too. You can sneak around more with the zombies. The zombies in the game kind of have a weird way of sensing, a player. If you hide behind stuff, they don't pick you up as quick. So like the overgrown mods, you definitely can hide behind trees more, Especially, and once we put in the grass will help too.
So that's VBMC for you guys. Not really a big military, but it's one of the more visited military spots.
Oh yeah, I would say it's well known, just like Northwest is. There's a lot of people that go there just to try to get in and out, just because it's so small, and that's where they run into a lot more gunfights because everybody's kind of thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I myself actually I'm guilty of that, like going there instead of just hitting Northwest. I'm like, yeah, man, that's a little bitty when nobody's gonna want to be there, and then I go there and there's like 6 people there fighting.
Yep.
So our next stop is Northwest Airfield, which is arguably one of the best ones I've seen yet to date on any server right now. And I mean, it's not just because of the building placements or anything like that, or anything like that. It just looks new. It looks fresh. It just gives it that vibe that you look for, you know? You won't have to worry about people sniping you from across the airfield at 1,000 meters because you won't be able to see 1,000 meters across.
Oh no, it's changed a lot. I mean, you can just see as we're coming in, all these trees here. A lot of this wasn't here. A lot of stuff has actually changed.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go out to the right here, and I'm gonna show everything off to the right, and I'm gonna loop around the entire airfield. If that makes sense. definitely changed. Normally, you don't get these tents neither. All right, so tell us about this area. What did you envision this area to be?
So most people think airfield. It's a place where everything started. The military landed here, in the evacuation. So basically wanted to try to recreate some some kind of camps that they were bringing people in before they tried getting them on planes and getting them out of here, or before the nuke hit, and it killed everybody. Um, so that was kind of a lot of vision here. You got these ruins here that used to be part of a housing development, which obviously got bombed, destroyed them out. So you can see off to our left here, there's some military camps where they set up to try to house stuff, soldiers and stuff like that, and recreate, what I would feel that is basically a safe getaway place for them. And then, sitting here abandoned for so many years, obviously it's grown up. You got the trees that's taken over everything. Um,
I'm definitely thinking there's going to be a lot of sniper battles to be had right here.
oh yeah, I'm hoping so.
I'm hoping so too. I think there will be a lot of people sniping up here at these ruins.
It
Those
helps
ruins
too.
create.
Yeah, it
Go ahead.
creates hiding spots, stuff like that, and if you get the gillies, the added bushes and stuff that's in the server, actually helps a lot too. You get a good gilly, you can hide in them. Be a little bit more harder to see in the wooded areas too. Laying down stuff like that. So it's definitely going to hopefully be a hot zone once the player count starts picking up in it.
It's definitely going to be a hot zone for ghillie snipers for sure. And I'll definitely be seeing people out here for sure. Because I got a ghillie at my base too.
Medical. These are medical on our right. So 2 hospitals. That was
And
one
these
thing before.
medicals. These medicals actually spawn stuff, right?
Oh yeah, everything spawns loot. Every single building spawns loot. Um, so if you remember before,
Maybe you can
a
see
lot
loot
of
on
the
the ground right there.
yeah, a lot of the airfield, it was bare. I'm not gonna lie, it was a plain Jane bare airfield. They did remake it, and it just kind of made it a little bit worse, in my opinion. I thought when they were talking about remaking it, they were gonna make it to where it actually looked like it was, an actual airfield at one time, and then after the nuke hit, there was gonna be stuff left behind on it, and when they redone it, it made it worse. So I
They
envisioned,
definitely let us down on that.
oh yeah, I envisioned on what it would look like, in my mind, a base that had been nuked, and taken out, kind of. So I just started off that, and that's kind of where we ended up now.
Let's footnote that for later. You see what I'm looking at? Alright. Alright, if you want to continue where you're going with that. That's my fault. I was looking at that from a standpoint of getting it fixed. Uh, so whenever you're looking at doing a place like this, what helps you decide where you want to put your buildings at?
Um, Mainly traffic. I've played on a lot of servers, and a lot of PvP servers too, and you really got to think about like, hey, where does most people travel? And as people knew before, they always tried staying in the wood line, never out in the open of the airfield because your chances of getting sniped was really really high. Um, so you want to kind of want to keep your buildings to the sides a little bit next to the wooded lines. and kind of like don't bunch them all together. Obviously, you want to put a few here and a few there. That way, people have to move across the airfield to actually get to different spots. So
Right.
that came to a big play in a lot of it.
And so what we're looking at here is just like this is basically the runway strips of the airfield
Oh yeah, yeah. This
that
is
we've been on so far. This isn't
off
like deep into the airfield at all.
to our left is the
That's
OG ATC right there. This is
right.
the C-130 here that spawns the dynamic loot crates and stuff around the back of it. Um, there's some more stuff back here. You got medical in there, which I mean, familiar players are gonna know what that is. I didn't do nothing different in those.
Missing shots today, man.
You got all these barracks that I added in back here.
See, this isn't bad. And as I was saying before, you can tell that this is just off the main runway right here.
Oh
There's
yeah.
still everything else that we're not seeing because it's that, it's an overgrown mod. It's that wooded right now. This will technically be, technically call it like forested Inwaf.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It is definitely a force it didn't walk.
It is definitely one of the better overgrown mods that I've seen for sure. And now we'll just take a spin around and look at some places. I kind of want to get a good shot from up at the smokestack tower. I think that's like the highest place here right now.
Right. Or the
Smokestack.
apartments.
Or yeah, the apartments might be better. I mean, we got some cool stuff going on here. Like, you got heli crashes in the woods. You got apartments over there. And I mean, that's not even it, Up at Bash, Bash is completely different. You got windmills.
Mm-hmm. You got a helicopter crashes here. It's got loot boxes that spawn out there, but they don't spawn loot. It's just kind of cargo crates, it look like it fell out of them.
Right.
Some of y'all remember good old Russ, when you shoot down the
Actually,
helicopter in
gotta-
there, it drops out the loot crates. Kind of one of the things I had in mind here.
This one's actually got a loot in it.
Yeah.
Full blown plate carrier. Camo plate carrier right there. We'll just chuck that in the car. Want to go see if we can get a good height advantage on the apartments over there.
Oh yeah, this is nothing. I mean, honestly, you still got you got northern tents. You got the northern part of the runway where I built a base. You got the C-130 that's crashed down there in the trees.
Right. We'll come check this out right here. We'll go run around Tent City. A lot of this is just it brings a different dynamic to it. Like, you won't be sitting there camping Tent City now because if you're a ghillie sniper, you can camp anywheres on the airfield.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's anywhere. You could sneak anywhere. You could also get shot anywhere now. Like you ain't got to worry about getting sniped from somewhere. It can happen at any point now. You can kind of see a glimpse of Tent City off in the left there.
Yeah. That's the OG Tent City before you go up to Bash. And I mean, just look at it. You got overgrown trees in the road, and you can't even tell that Tent City's here.
No, not really. I mean it.
You have to know that it's here to know that it's here.
Right. The trees definitely done a good job about hiding it. And what used to be there. It's basically just all grown up now.
This is great concealment on everything with these trees. I like this. Be a course, we go up to Bash. We'll check Bash out and swing back down.
Yeah. Bash doesn't have too many trees. There's some little stuff up there, but nothing too crazy. Just because where it's positioned at.
I mean, Bash was pretty much tucked in the wood line in its own right before.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah. We'll just swing in for the sake of catching it and then swing out. I mean, this is, everything we've seen so far has been amazing. Like, amazingly modded in. Got some tents. We'll slow down and catch these tents. Some tents right here.
There's an ATC up here on the hill.
Oh. He's got an extra ATC on the hill next to the prison building.
Yeah.
We've got a
Got the plane that went down before it could reach the runway.
right. The plane. The plane, boss. The plane. Little short ATC right there. Oh. I just talked. I'll be in pretty quickly.
Yeah, we're just chilling, so. Give me a, so you loading in yet?
Yeah, I'm loading in right now. It's not gonna take me long.
We're trying to move the car.
Yeah, if you could please move that before I come in.
Yep, you're good.
Alright. Coming in now. Shit hard booted me back to freaking menu. Alright, let's take a look. You got your regular barracks down there. It's not really too modded. Got a barracks up here. Small ATC. I mean, this is how you know the mods are going to be good. When the added in stuff is spawning the correct gear. That's how you know.
Yeah, fix this floor and be okay.
Lift it a little bit.
Yep. It does take time, especially mods that I can put in, especially all around the map. You can see some stuff on the editor, It might look okay, but once you actually load it in the game, you're going to have to go back into your file and tweak everything.
You think I can get a good look from that tower over here?
Maybe.
Let's go see if we can look from this tower. So about how long does it take you to create a big file like this?
A big file like this, if I literally work on just it, nothing else, usually probably 3, maybe 4 hours.
And then what, over the course of like a day or so, you adjust everything?
Yeah. If it's got a lot of stuff in it, that needs to be adjusted. Obviously, I just pull the file out and I rework it in those places I know, put it in, and then explore more to it. If I find any other bugs, I can go in and do it. Usually from start to finish, probably about a week, honestly, and it'd be fine-tuned where everything's perfect in it.
I mean, look at this. You can't even see out at the distance you used to be able to see before because everything's covered in woods. It's awesome. Got some guns spawning up here too. It's nice. So everybody knows you're the only person working on the server, right?
Correct. Yep, it's me. I'm the only owner, only admin, everything. A lot of people I see online, they get pissed off, and they give a server a bad name because an admin, they say an admin abuses this and the admin abuses that. Um, on my other servers, I've had admin. They've done just fine. There's a couple rotten apples in the bunch, but you basically have to take things and work it out with the players, stuff like that. Make it right with them if someone else rips up the forum. But when I done this one, I was like, no, I'm gonna solo it for the longest time until I absolutely can't solo it no more. But from my experience on behind everything, I should have no problem soloing it for a long time.
See, and that's kind of one of the things that I like about the server, because you won't have these pushy admins on power trips. You won't have anybody but the owner
Correct.
to deal with.
Yep.
And you know what? If anybody hasn't really noticed yet, Chevy is a pretty chill guy.
I don't go raid. I don't go participate in raiding unless you piss me off and you raid my base, or do something stupid and I need to go tear your shit out and just kick it off the map. Other than that, I just let you chill. And most of the time, if you run into me, uh, and it's me, we'll just kick it. We'll run around together. We'll shoot shit together. Hell, we even go hunt someone down and kill them.
And of course, I've done that with you a few times.
Let's take them down to the C-130 that's crashed on the outside of the runway there. There's some buildings that's tucked in the woods in those.
So while we go that way, let's talk about some of the things that you do in like the faction bases.
Yeah, so there's currently no faction bases on the map right now. Basically, it's going to be is all faction bases will be free. It's nothing going to be like really massive, but it will be according to your group size. I really don't like to get factions that's over say 10, 15 max. I like to keep them kind of small. If it's a really big faction, I definitely encourage them to split up in two different factions and just make an alliance between the two. Because it gives more fighting, stuff like that for other people. If you got a bunch of smaller factions, it also helps the solo guys because they know that they have a fighting chance against, 1 versus 5. Definitely I've seen, one guy take out a whole 5-man crew. It's possible. He can raid in, get out, get what he needs and get out. If you got a massive faction, obviously, you might as well just give up because you're not going to get into nothing.
Yeah, those bigger factions are hard to deal with.
Oh yeah.
And that's speaking from experience there.
Yeah, and it's not too bad sometimes, but then you get those factions that are massive and they think they can run the whole server, and then next thing you know, you got all these little guys that have no fighting chance because this one faction is dominating everything. So it's not what I want to look forward to. I don't want it to go that way. I want to keep it even so they can all fight. And there'd be a chance for the little guys.
I mean, thinking about the bigger factions just bullying everything on the map, that makes me think of that one server from the other day,
Right.
where those guys are just bullying everything.
So as most of you remember, before this was basically all out in the open. There was nothing around this. There It was just all open. Now it's surrounded in trees. You know, Toasting can come up here, stand here, open his inventory. You all can see the loot that's spawning at these crates. I mean, we got MPGs, we got Bisons, Colts, Mags. I mean, this
I
is where
just
it's
picked
at.
up the water bottle from Sakal
Yep.
too, so it's all good gear up here.
I mean, you got NBC boots, you got firefighter axes that spawn in here. You got a little bit of everything that's gonna spawn on this map. Um,
KA,
Riffy,
med
Riffy
cam.
is Riffy is still a permanent gas zone, so I mean you're gonna find shit there. You know, there's some stuff that spawns just in Riffy. Not gonna go into detail of it. If that's gonna be, your deal, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna get rewarded on what you find over there. But there is stuff that only spawns there.
Right.
I don't know.
This is
I
to
yeah,
give a full scale look at what he was talking about. Like, you can come here and you can stand here now without getting sniped in the forehead.
right.
I mean, look at this.
I do got all the color variants of every gun in the game. I'll let Toast pick up this one. You can see the buttstock on that one. I mean, you can customize them how you want your own guns. You know, you can find the parts and build them how you want it.
I mean, look at this place. This place looks awesome.
We do got a school back here. We got some apartment complexes back here in the very back. You know, if you want to get up there and try to snipe somebody if you can see them, more power to you. Here's another ATC, stuff like that. This side of the airfield before was very empty. Nothing over here.
Yeah, this is the empty side right here for sure. As you can see, the original wood line way back over there, about 200 meters.
Yep.
All right, so we'll finish circling this, and then we'll go where? I think the last place to check out is Servolgrad, right?
Yeah, the Servergrad Millie base. Oh, I don't need. What am I doing? Get in the car, dude. Get in the damn car. The Livonia Towers, y'all will see quite a few of those around here. I'm not sure why they never put them in before, honestly, and made them a Shannar's thing too. Because honestly, I like the way they look on a military base. It gives an advantage point.
Those Livonia towers, actually, people will go up there and just sit and snipe, and they love those Livonia towers. So I don't understand why they just didn't add them as like a permanent fixture on all the military
Right.
stuff. We're gonna swing over here towards the double school buildings, the smaller school buildings where people like to snipe from.
Oh yeah, and y'all, I mean, over here, this is all modded too. You're gonna see a lot more stuff, and around these places.
And I mean, if you just look at this, we'll stop for a second, and I'll do a full 360 on the car. You just sit here and you look at this. There could be a player hiding anywhere near us right now, and we'd never know it at just a quick glance. Like, you're just walking, throwing on your gear, boom. Some guy named Polly Johnny smokes you in the face with a Tundra.
Correct. I gotta tell you guys about a story the other night. I just got done with the mod at Severograd checkpoint, and I'm just sitting there chilling. And how I spawned into some of the trees and stuff. There's the original rock drain by the water. You can set up on it, and honestly, you're blended in. I was wearing bright green clothing. I do not know how this guy didn't see me, but I was just sitting there, chilled out for about 30 minutes. I heard this player come along. He was fighting some zombies. I didn't move, didn't do nothing. He ran right across in front of me, jumped on a car, was trying to shoot the zombies in front of him. Um, I was gonna let him live, but if you know Dayz, the first thing that you learn about Dayz is you never trust no one. I don't care if you're a complete freshie, you don't trust nobody in this game unless they are your friends. Um, so, unfortunately, I had to pull my Tundra out and put that dog to sleep. uh,
That reminds me of this one time we were out near Balota. It was modded in Balota. I can't remember the server name. Um, it was back when I was with one of the first groups of people I ever ran with on Dayz, and we met this guy down in Balota who was there to trade with one of our other guys, and we told this guy just don't have any guns out,
right?
don't have any guns in your hand when we roll up, whatever. That way we know you're not hostile. And the first thing this guy does while they're talking is he pulls out a gun. So from about 600 meters off in the tree line at Balota, whop! Caught him with a VSD straight to the face, and I mean that guy was so mad. He cursed us out for days.
Man.
But it's like, hey man, we told you don't be there with the guns out, because Dayz will give you trust issues for sure.
Yep, can't trust nobody.
PTSD and trust issues. So we'll swing through Grishno, and we should come out above the checkpoint. Best server we're at. And then so from there, we check out the Servolgrad Millie. And I think that'll be it for this. As you can see, he does have the events spawning into
yeah.
a decent rate.
We got every event from heli crashes to Santa crashes, train crashes, the police crashes. Definitely a wide range of all of them.
So, why don't you tell us about some of the things that we haven't covered yet in this stream, like night and day cycles, how long loot stays, how long it doesn't stay, it's just like the things that people want to know,
So,
other than like POIs.
The loot normally stays on the map for about, some of it all depends on what it is, honestly. Some loot only stays for about 30 minutes and it rotates to something else. Other loot will stay for 2 hours, and you got some loot that stays for hours until someone finds it. It's just one of those things, barrels stay quite a way, quite a long time where they spawn at until someone finds them, or the time runs out and it despawns and spawns somewhere else. Daytimes are fairly long. I think they're like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. Nighttime, we're still trying to play with that a little bit right now. Before it was like 5 minutes long. We're trying to get it to about maybe 10 to 15 minutes long right now. That way it gives night vision and scope, stuff like that, a purpose in the game. We're trying to make it where it doesn't get extremely dark, but we want it dark enough that it's still useful to have those. But I also want to keep it at a light enough pace that if a freshie spawns in, he doesn't get encouraged and log off. I want him to have enough light that he can explore and still see his way. Stuff like that. Animal spawns are about the same. I didn't boost no animal spawns. Zombies.
I think that's
Zombies are lowered. A vanilla zombies count. There's 1,000 zombies on the map at one time. I did reduce it down. I think there's only like 300 to 350 zombies on the map at one time. And the only reason I did that is zombies cause a lot of lag. So if we're going to put in all these mods, we need to take away from lag too. So therefore, if we take away zombies out of it, we can add more of this overgrown mod in, and it not really be affected. Some areas where, like me and Toast have been driving around, you do see a lot of zombies. Obviously, we're the only two on the server right now. The server's still brand new. We're still trying to get a player base coming in on it. So if you're just solo or got a couple people on there, it's going to split that zombie up between the, say there's 3 people. It's going to split 350 zombies up between the 3 of you. Or if it's just one, obviously you're going to get the massive amount of zombies. It's not going to really make a noticeable difference that they're lower just because it's your single player on. But once more players get on the server, then it will spread the zombies out more to, around players. All zombies
I think
have loot. I think it should be very rare if you kill a zombie and it doesn't have some sort of loot on it.
you're gonna at least have a piece of paper in its pocket.
I actually
Or
went in
least.
today and tried to remove the paper, so hopefully the paper is not in every single one of them. Before I made it to where when you killed a zombie, there was a piece of paper about 75% of the time. Um, so I lowered that. So hopefully you don't find as much paper. You'll find more helpful loot in them with other stuff. Um, I do
What I
want
was thinking
to.
too was that you know night times being less dark and lasting a little longer to make the scopes and stuff have a purpose, and not being so dark.
Right.
So that way freshies can still see their way around town. I mean, that's going to be awesome. You're not going to
Oh
be
yeah.
fresh on the coast getting beat down by zombies in Salinchny for the 5th time
Correct.
today.
And I will say this. I do not have no coastal spawns. Um, there is no coastal spawns on this map. They're all inland spawns, kind of spread out here and there. But it was one of those things I played a lot where we had coastal spawns. And I'll be honest, it kind of gets boring when you always spawn on the coast. So I switched it up and I put some, a lot of inland spawns. So you spawn here and there. If you want to run back to the coast, more power to you. Go back there, live on the coast. I'll be honest, you probably would never be messed with if you live on the coast, because I don't know many people that travel back to the coast.
So here we are at the Sovolgrad military. I'm not even gonna call it a checkpoint anymore. I'm just gonna call it the militarized zone.
Oh yeah,
That's what it's
this
gonna
is
be,
a
'cause
this
that's
is
what
a
it is
mini
now.
millie base now.
Yep. I'm gonna park in the middle, and we'll just go around and we'll explore this shit and shoot some Zeds, and then you know talk for a little bit, and then we'll roll credits on this. That
Just seen that.
freaking zombie just jumped out of nowhere. Leave the car bumping.
Here's my porta potties that I was telling y'all earlier. So I'm gonna be honest. If you all come over here, you're more than likely gonna get shot from one of these shitters.
We'll call him the Wandering Wanker.
I got everything in this zone though. Like, there's a fire burning pit in here that spawns in here naturally. There's water that spawns in here.
Yep, see, we got the fire pit right here. Water well.
Yeah.
You got your OG tents that are here.
Yep. More loot.
See, we got some good gear spawning.
More loot boxes.
Need a good flashbang, that's always good. I mean, even outside of barbed wire, like, you couldn't drive a car through here.
Oh no, here's a
Like,
here's a pristine
most people used to
M4.
go around the backside. You can't go around the backside anymore because we got houses back here now. You will hit a freaking house back here. I mean, just look at this. You know,
Here's an
this
assault backpack. Get 3 cans of tuna in that bad boy. 5 for hours.
Got a Colt on top of the hood. Well, not the hood, but like, you know. You've got a little shed over here. Spawning stuff in it.
I mean, here's a dry bag. It's got a piece of paper, rope, and a can of baked beans in it.
Just found an M4 mag.
Oh yeah, we got tons of loot in these
this 101 in this right here. See, this is it right here. This is nice. People are gonna love this. FX45. I mean, what more could you ask for? Fully loaded FX45.
Here's an FX45 mag too. There.
Exactly. I mean, look at this. This is nice.
Got assault boots.
You got towers.
Oh yeah. There's a K74 in here, decked out. Like it's everything.
I mean, this place is nice. This is
Great.
This is on par with Northwest Airfield. I mean, everything so far has been on par with Northwest Airfield. But I think Northwest Airfield and this place right here are going to be two of the most frequented places for people to kill people at.
Oh yeah, this, like you said, I mean, you could come over here. I mean, if you wanted to try to be a nomad, follow me over here, Toast. We'll let them see this stuff over here. On this upper side here, there's certain parts in here. You can set in here. You could build a, shelter inside these trees. No one would ever find it.
Shit.
Honestly, you would be hard to find it. I mean, this stuff is thick.
You could literally live right here.
Oh yeah. I mean, this stuff is impossible.
I think I'm going to have to go back down and grab some of that tuna out of that bag, though.
We've got
thirsty.
the crane here that was unloading these cargo containers, and that's going to be an asset, to hide in there.
Can you get inside the crane?
I'm not sure if you can get inside of it, but you can climb up it. I don't know where you went, Toast, but
Filling up some water over here. So, I mean, that's going to be a good thing, a good advantage, good height advantage thing right there. Alright, watch my guy pig out on some stuff because he's fat.
There's your can of peaches.
Yeah, just caught me a can of beans too.
Yeah. This was one of my first spots I built with the trees. And honestly, I fell in love with it. I'm not gonna lie, I fell in love with it with all the trees.
I didn't even see that actual tower right there behind the Livonia.
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah.
not see that there.
I mean, you can run.
Get a look.
Yeah, run to the top of that. that'll give you a good perspective to overlook.
Oh, wow. This is just how much he's covered with the overgrown mod.
A lot.
So if anybody remembers this whole area there here, which is the right side of the road, used to be completely barren. You used to be able to just drive a car through here and avoid the checkpoint completely. And now you can't do that. Like, you have to take your time driving through or take your time driving through the woods.
Correct.
That way you're still getting smoked.
Correct. And the overgrown tree mod, it goes all the way up to the railroad tracks. So you can't take the high side on that field no more. It's all the way up there.
All the way up to Devil's Castle, right?
It doesn't go quite up there. I cut it back. I was planning on going that far, but I cut it back. I didn't want to tie all the woods together, so leave some kind of open field space. So if there is, someone that wants to fight in an open field, they can. But you definitely can. There's small little tree lines that do connect to the bigger ones, so you could definitely stay hidden in a tree line all the time too, if you really wanted to.
Right.
All the
I
trees.
can actually see you running down there right now.
All the trees that I put in, I tried to use the different variants of the trees. That way, all the colors kind of flowed together. It wasn't just all green or all the orangish yellow trees. I tried to do a mix of all of it, so it looked like every bit of it was on the map.
I think that pretty much concludes it for POIs, right?
Yeah, that's it. I gotta shoot a huge thanks to Toast for streaming this, and thank you all for watching. Hope you all come and check it out, and just stay and help grow a community with us.
Yeah, definitely. If you watch this, join the Discord. Ignore me chewing in your ear, and join a server.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
lots more cool stuff to come, and you want a place to play that isn't a bunch of toxicity running wild. This is it.
Yeah. Hopefully, see you guys around.
The hand heart. Hopefully, we see you guys around. Hopefully, one of you people out there will come in here and like snipe me in this very spot right here.
If not, make him surrender and handcuff him. Become a prisoner.
If you can hold me prisoner for 2 days, I'll make a video all about it. Alright, well, I couldn't see. So that being said, I think we're gonna log out here. Call it a day. I don't really got an outro for this, but this has been a very interesting walkthrough on 10xAfterWorld with one of the best modders in the gang, Chevy Mud Monster.
Maybe combat
At
log
his
now.
best. Alright, well, hopefully you guys watch this, like it, and enjoy them. But this is the end of the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Hopefully, thank you for joining the Discord and the server. 10xAfterWorld, Dayz on Xbox. Deuces.